All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to start with our toe lifts. So I checked and verified you cannot register for October yet. All right, heels up, both arms at the same time. So just double checked. So hopefully those links will get posted sometime today. So just keep checking. All right, right leg, we're gonna swing it front to back. So hold on to something if you need to. We just wanna start to wake up those hips. But I know the whole weather thing is so confusing. All right, switching legs. It's supposed to be in the 80s today. Yesterday, my mom's car said it was like 92. I'm like, it's the end of September. What is going on? All right, switching over to the other leg, we're gonna go out and in. So today, we have our Tabatas, 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, and we're gonna do the same exercise. We're doing a lot of single-sided stuff today. So 2. All right, switch it over to the other side, out and in. So we have a lot of exercises. We're gonna do right side, round 1, left side, round 2. Then we're gonna move to the second exercise, right side, left side. All right, switching legs, hip circles, heels down, toes up. So nice and tall. So try to keep those legs right by your side. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, change direction. We're going a little bit longer today, just because I can't count. Good, 8, 7, 4, 3, good, switching sides. So heel down, toe up, nice and tall. Just a nice good circle. 8, 7, 4, 3, change direction. We went too long on the right leg. We got to go too long on the left leg too. But that's good. We're waking up those hips, waking up those glutes. 8, 7, 4, 3, all right, slow deadlift. So feet about hip width apart. We're just gonna run our hands down our thighs. So think about giving yourself a little massage. Put down a little bit of pressure. Push and lift. Good, keep going slow. If you need to, you can always take your hands back behind you. Think about long, lean shoulders. One more. Let's take it forward. We're going to hinge it forward, arms reaching down towards the floor. Open your book. So open and close, open and close. Keep going. Think about opening that shoulder back behind you. Nice, good reach. It's okay if you only open it a little bit out to the side. 4, 3, 2, let's bring it all the way up, arms up, pull it down, reach it towards the ceiling. So imagine you're doing a pull-up, trying to get that chin up over the bar. 4, 3, 2, hands at the chest, slow squats, hinge it down, stand nice and tall. So push the hips back. We're just gonna think about bending the hips, bending the knees, bending the ankles, sitting down on a stool that's really low. So down, 2, up, 2. How deep you go is between your hips, your knees, and your ankles, as deep as you can. Forward step and reach. Take it forward and pull. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Drop the back knee down towards the floor. 3, 2, side lunge. Step it out and hold. So we're gonna warm up with this one, and then we're gonna move on to the same exercise, but a little different in 4, 3, 2, step it together. We're going to diagonally step it back, bring it back to the front. Diagonal step, back to the front. It's still a side lunge, but it's a little bit of a turn, and you just have to go towards the corner. You're gonna probably feel a little bit more of a stretch right here, and it's hard to tell, but it's still just a little turn. My toe stays pointing towards the front. It can lift. Good, hold it in the center. Hands on the thighs. Inhale and exhale. Just a nice good cat-cow. Good, we've got one more. Inhale, exhale, roll it all the way up. Little side steps. We're gonna start with some good shoulder rolls today. 4, 3, 2. All right, feet hip width apart, arm circles, big circle on the right, bring it back around to the front. Your arm circle may be smaller, it may be lower. You're good. Good, one more here. Switching over to the other side. So circle it up and around and back. Good, we've got one more. Up and around, bring it back. Let's hinge it forwards. And we're gonna go for our plank walkouts. So we do have planks and side planks today as part of our workout. Remember, you have options if you don't wanna do the plank or the side plank. You can always do incline, or you can modify with another core stability exercise like farmer's carries. So I want you to think about doing 5 of these. I want you to have really good technique with your shoulders. So try to keep your shoulders over your wrists as much as you can. So I know on the way out and the way up, it's gonna be a little bit out, but try to keep it up nice and close. Let's bring it all the way up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Grab a quick drink of water. All right. Okay, so today we have 20 seconds work, 10 seconds rest, 2 exercises. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do right side, left side on exercise 1, switch to exercise 2, right side, left side, and then we're going to repeat. So we're gonna do the same exercise twice, just on each side. So we're gonna start with a squat, and we're just going to load it on one side. So that just means I want you to hold a weight on one side only. It can be at your hips, it can be at your shoulders, it's personal preference. And then we're gonna switch to the other side. Second exercise is you're going to do a little rotating overhead press. If you don't wanna do overhead presses, I want you to do side raises. But 20 seconds, squat in 3, 2, and 1. So single side load, down and lift. Now, especially if you've got your hand down by your side, what tends to happen is we're here and then we lean so we can get it on the floor. I want you to resist, I want you to resist getting that dumbbell to the floor. So you almost feel like you're kind of pulling a little bit on this side. Good, rest. It's really quick. We're gonna switch over to the other side. So one thing about Tabata is it's good and bad. It's quick, but that's good and bad. All right, squat it down. So down and lift. Trying to keep your weight evenly distributed across both feet. I gotta tell you, my brain is off on another planet today. Has been for a couple days. Don't know why, so I don't know if I'm making much sense today. 2 and 1. All right, a little bit of a rotating overhead press. You can add a little squat if you want, but we're just gonna take it down, reach for the corner. Down, reach for the corner. Your time's on. So, nice good reach. Little bitty squat. It's not a full squat. It's just adding a little power. So imagine you've got to lift something heavy and you've got to get it up to the person that's on the ladder. 3, 2, 1. Short rest. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. If you don't want to do the overhead, remember you can do a little squat with a side raise. 2 and 1. So little squat, rotate. So squeeze your glute, bringing it around. So it's just a little pivot. Add a little bit of an extra reach, almost like you're trying to punch the ceiling. When we punch something, we don't want to punch it in slow motion. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna repeat that all over again, starting with our squats. So feet hip to shoulder width apart, brace the core, shoulders down. Here we go. So you can have hand by your hip, you can have it up by your shoulder. It changes things a little bit. It just changes how you have to work your core. I find I want to lean more when it's down by my hips. So I'm working on trying not to let that happen. 2 and 1. Switching over to the other hand. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your hips, set your shoulders, squat it down and lift. This is what they kind of consider functional core. Think about the times that you've had to pick something up and you only have something on one side. Grocery bags, you just pick it up, and so you can carry it. We're working those obliques, those lateral extensors. 2 and 1. Switching it. We're going for that overhead press, or remember, you've got your little squat and your side raise. 2 and 1. So itty bitty rotate. When you rotate, it is from your shoulder all the way down to your heel. Your entire body moves as one piece. Good rotation. This is power. We're just adding a little speed. Here's 2 and 1. Switching over to the other side. Same thing. So brace the core. 3, 2, and 1. So a little rotation right here. So I know not everybody's shoulders are good with going straight overhead. Still try to control it. Think it up and towards the corner. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Super quick drink of water. We're gonna move on. Circuit number 2. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift with a bicep curl, right side, left side, and then an overhead tricep extension, right side, left side. If you wanna do kickbacks, go for it, you're golden. I'm gonna do dumbbell, same hand, same leg, kickstand deadlift, hinge, forward, curl it up. In 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good hinge. Hinge it forward, stand tall, curl it at the top. Hinge and curl. Again, this is pick something up, lift it up to our chest. So good hinge, good lift. It's nice and controlled, even if we're going a little bit faster. Good rest. Now we're gonna go for that overhead tricep extension. Single-sided, you are absolutely welcome to do, good times on, a tricep kickback. I'm doing single-sided today. If you want to do both arms at the same time, you know that you're okay with that. That's okay too. That's a good one if you have lighter dumbbells. But if you go a little heavier today, I want you to try to do single-sided as much as you can. Here's 2 and 1. And I already goofed. We were supposed to do the deadlift on the other side, weren't we? We were, but we're good, right? 2 and 1. So hinge, stand, and curl. I should have wrote 2x after my notes as a reminder, but that's okay. As long as we're getting both sides, we're good to go. Second set, we'll get it right. Here's 2 and 1. All right, we got to do our extension on the other side. So shoulders down, ribs braced, arms up. We're gonna hinge and lift. So this is our hinge, just at our elbow. Elbows and knees, hinging joints. Slowly lower and then bring it back up. I want you to show me your elbow and I want you to show me the end of your dumbbell. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, single leg deadlift with a curl. And we are going to do right side, left side today. Right side, left side. 2 and 1. So hinge it forward. Stand tall, curl it at the top. Think shoulders down and back. Hinge at the hips. Push the hips back towards the wall. I like to think I'm closing the car door with my buns and then I'm reaching down to pick up my groceries. 2 and 1. Switch it to the other side. Switch to the other side. So good kickstand. They also call this a B stance if you've ever heard that. Good hinge, stand, curl it up. Same rule applies here with that rotation. Sometimes we hinge and we rotate our body, pull the shoulder down and back, Good reach. 2 and 1. All right, triceps, right side, left side. Or if you're doing both, do both 2 rounds. So arms up, hinge it down, bring it up nice and tall. If you find that your elbow is like way out here, I want you to try to do a kickback. We got to get our elbow in the general vicinity of the ceiling. Otherwise, it's working a completely different muscle. So that's why you can do kickbacks if this just does not feel good for you. Good, bring it in, switch it over to the other side. So we're gonna bring it up. So if your elbow's a little out, you're okay. It's when we start getting out here that you really kind of start turning it into a shoulder and a bicep exercise. So try to get it up. Doesn't have to go all the way down to your shoulder. You can just do a little bend and then back up. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Grab a quick drink. Next set, we're gonna do a pulsing lunge with a knee drive, optional press out. Or you can just do a lunge with a knee. We're gonna take it down. 3, 2, 1, knee drive, press the dumbbell out, working that core. Second exercise is a weighted march, okay? And you can do single side load if you'd like, but 20 seconds, pulsing lunge in 3, 2, and 1. So we just take it down. 3, 2, 1, knee drive, press it out. So we're bracing that core. That's gonna help us keep our balance while we lift our knee and while we do that press out. Check your body position. Make sure we're not pushing that knee forwards. Good, rest. We're gonna switch and do the same thing on the other side. So dumbbell at the chest, take it back, 2 and 1. So 3, 2, 1, drive the knee up, press it out. You should feel your abs tighten up and kick on to try to keep you upright. I'm using an 8. That's an okay weight. It's not too heavy, but it's not super, super light for me either. 2 and 1. All right, weighted march. Weighted march. You can do 1 dumbbell at your chest. You can do 2 dumbbells. I'm gonna do 1 right on my side, right at my shoulder. We are doing 2 rounds of this. That's the only reason I'm really choosing to do single-sided. But you are welcome to do 2 rounds, 2 dumbbells, or 2 rounds, 1 dumbbell in the middle. 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out, switching over to the other side. So hands at the shoulders, brace the core, belly's in, right here. March and march. The hard part for me is on my right side, I tend to wobble a little. So I'm really focusing on trying to hold myself steady and not do lots of side to side movement. You're marching through an area that's very narrow. Here's 2 and 1. We're going back for our pulsing lunge with the knee, with the press out. Here's 2 and 1. So pulse at 3, 2. Now here's an option, barely tap the toe. So if you're kind of struggling today, I get it, barely tap the toe. Just there for a little bit of balance. But if you can, hold it. 3, 2, and 1. A little shakeout, switching over to the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. So you get down 3, 2, 1. Push through, press it out. 3, 2, 1, and press. So drive the knee up like you're trying to touch the dumbbell, but the dumbbell's going out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Weighted march. And sometimes it's fun to kind of experiment where you put your hand. Good, right here. So, do you find it easier or harder to hold it at your side versus your shoulder? So most of the times we start with somebody holding it down by their hips and then we bring it up. But which one feels harder for you? Sometimes this one feels harder for me. Good, rest. Switching over to the other side. So shoulders down. If your hands are by your hips, try not to let them touch. Here we go, 20 seconds. Try not to let them touch, just hold it a little bit away, just an inch or two. It's not a lot. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. Walk around, grab a drink. We're staying up for one more round, and then we have 2 down on the floor. This is our diagonal side lunge. If you want to do a regular side lunge, that's okay. Right side, left side. And then a 3-way row. So go lighter than you would for regular rows if you kind of go heavy. So we're going to do palm in or elbow back, elbow to the corner, elbow kind of flares out to the side. So we do close, a little farther, and a little farther. So you're going to go a little bit lighter than you normally would. 20 seconds, diagonal lunge, 3, 2, and 1. So nice and tall. So we just diagonal step back, all on one side. The leg that stays in the front, my toe stays pointing forwards. It's a little bit of a hip opener here, a little bit more than it is just stepping out to the side. I don't expect you to do a full 180. I don't expect you to step all the way back. Good, rest. Switch to the other side. I just want you to open up just a little bit. 2 and 1. So just a little bit of a sit back. Front leg stays straight. I feel this a little bit more in my inner thigh, right where my leg attaches to my hips. So step back, a little diagonal, and push off. 3, 2, and 1. 3-way row. 3-way row. I usually do 15. I'm going to drop to a 10, 2, and 1. So again, if you want to do single-sided with me, great. If you want to do both arms at the same time, that's okay too. But it's palm facing in, pinky towards the corner, and then pinky a little bit more out to the side. Elbow leads, squeeze with the shoulders, hand just follows. Good, rest. Switching sides if you're doing single-sided, or keep going with both. 2 and 1. So shoulder stays away from the ear, pull, a little bit wider, a little bit wider. So pinky behind you, pinky to the corner, pinky kind of to the wall. So back behind you, corner, last one, side wall. Bring it in. You're gonna go for a diagonal side lunge, or regular side lunge is good too. Here we go. So side lunge and lift. It's okay if your step is a little bit small and your sit back is a little small. You can almost treat this a little bit like mobility in addition to strength. 2 and 1. Switching over to the other side. I'm just turned, so hopefully you can kind of see. 3, 2, and 1. So diagonal and push. And it can be just a little diagonal, so just not straight out to the side, just a little bit to the back. Push your hip back sitting into that leg. Then you push through the entire foot, come back to standing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have 3-way rows. So I'm doing lunge position, 2 and 1. So reach out to the side, and then kind of out towards the wall. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight out to the side. So we're just taking it a little farther away. So closer to your body is more shoulder safe. Opening it up just a little bit is a little more challenging. Last one. Switch it over to the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So still pulling down and back towards your hips. So we're not pulling towards the armpits. We're still pulling back, just a little farther away. Just trying to get a little space between our hand and our torso. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, shake it out. We have 2 rounds on the floor. Round number 1, we're on hands and knees. So if you don't want to do hands and knees, I get it. The second round, we're going to do side planks and planks. So if you're staying upright, we're going to do a hands and knees rear fly. You can just stay standing and do your rear fly standing. Second exercise is a bird dog. You can absolutely have your hand on a chair, lift up on your heels like you're doing a plank, and then try to hold an opposite and arm leg lift. And that's okay too, even if your hands are on a wall. So standing options right there. But we're going to take it down. Hands and knees. Feel free to put something underneath your knees or underneath the heel of your hand. So roll up your mat, put it under the heel of your hand. Or if you have issues with your knees, instead of putting it under your knees, roll up a mat and put it right underneath where your kneecap is, where your top of your shin bone is. That will give you support and actually lift your knees off the ground completely. For a lot of people, that's going to feel a lot better. I'm at 20 seconds. Nice, good rear fly. In 3, 2, and 1. So good hands and knees position. Just lift the hands up and back down. So I never let that dumbbell actually touch the ground. I keep just a little bit of a soft elbow, and I'm focusing on lifting with the back of my shoulder out and down. Here's 2 and 1. Switch it over to the other side. Same thing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So lift and lower. Shoulders and hips parallel to the floor. If you're staying standing, I like to put my hands on the seat of a chair. It gets me that good forward fold, and it just helps me get a good position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now we're going to switch sides, and we're going to go into that bird dog. So nice, good position. Hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. We're going to reach opposite arm and leg out. So think about bracing the core. I want you to press that heel to the wall behind you and reach the fingers. So you're trying to get your fingertips and your heel as far away from each other as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Switching sides. One reason I like doing this one this way today is we just keep switching from one side to the other. 2 and 1. So that way we kind of give the knees and the wrists a little bit of a break. But press that heel back, reach the fingertips forwards. Belly's in, neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Going back to our rear delts. So we're switching sides. 2 and 1. So nice, good lift. Nice, good lower. So back of the hand lifts towards the ceiling. Parallel to the floor is about as high as you should be going. 2 and 1. Switching to the other side. So we're still holding a good hands and knees, bird dog position. 3, 2, 1. So rear delt, lift and lower. So inhale, exhale, slow and controlled lift, especially on that way down. 3, 2, and 1. Going for our bird dogs. So nice, good reach. If you want to add some movement, you can. Focus on core stability today. Brace the core. Here we go. So nice, good reach. And again, press the heel back. Reach the fingers forward. How far apart can you get your fingertips and your heels? So we don't want to go up. I want you to think long. 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. Switch it to the other side. Next circuit is side planks and planks. 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, you can always stay upright and do incline planks. And for the side planks, you can do farmer's carry, weighted on one side. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in, shake it out. Give yourself a little bit of a break. You can grab a quick drink of water if you need it. We're gonna do a side plank, and a thread the needle. Now you can just do a side plank. You don't have to do the thread the needle. If you're staying standing, you're gonna do farmer's carry on one side. So I just want you to walk around holding a heavy dumbbell on one side. Second exercise is plank with shoulder taps. If you're staying upright, you can do incline planks. If you don't want to do planks at all, wrists are bothering you, you can do mummies, farmer's carries, or if you're on the floor, you can do dead bugs as well. But 20 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. So side plank, we're up, and then I want you to thread the needle, which means I want you to try to reach back behind you and then open it back up again. So your thread the needle might be really tiny. That's okay. You don't want to roll all the way onto your knees. This is a little torso mobility. 2 and 1. Switching to the other side. Most of you, it's fastest to roll over. 3, 2, and 1. So just thread the needle and reach. Now, if you want to work on mobility, you can absolutely do this on your hands and knees and do thread the needle that way instead of doing it in a side plank. Everybody kind of has their own focus. Good. 3, 2, and 1. All right, plank with shoulder taps. Plank with shoulder taps. So I just want you to hold a good plank, and I want you to think about tapping your opposite shoulder. Time is on. So shoulder tap, shoulder tap. Wide knees, wide toes is gonna make it a little easier for you to hold that body nice and steady. Just good shoulder tap, shoulder tap. And yes, we are doing 2 rounds of this. 3, 2, 1. Little bit of a child's pose break. It's only 10 seconds. We're gonna repeat that again. Good. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Good plank. Shoulder taps. If you're standing, you can do incline planks. If you're on the floor, you can also do dead bugs. Just something to work on that core stability. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Side plank, thread the needle. Side plank, thread the needle, standing, farmer carry. 2 and 1. So rotate and lift. I'm gonna do this on my toes. I'm feeling pretty good today. So it's just a little rotation. Feet and hands stay steady. 3, 2, 1. Switching over to the other side. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So thread the needle. Shoulder over the wrist. Nice and tall. It's been a while since we've done plank, so if you're kind of struggling today, just hold a plank. That's okay too. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, planks with a shoulder tap, or incline planks, or dead bugs. 2 and 1. So I'm going to be on my toes this round. Tap and tap. So slow and steady. You're not going to get lots and lots and lots of taps. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Short rest. Sit it back into child's pose. You've got one more set. 3, 2, and 1. So good. Lift up. Tap and tap. And if the tap is a struggle, just try lifting your hand off of the floor an inch. But remember, we want to control putting the hand down. So we don't want to lift it and then slam it down on the floor. And that's when our wrists start to really hurt. 3, 2, 1. Carefully bring the knees down. Sit it back. Shake it out. Roll those shoulders. Grab a quick drink of water. And we're going to go in for our stretching. So shoulders down and back. Take the legs a little bit wide. Hands can be by your hips. We're gonna start with our 90-90s. So side and then side. And I think we are gonna do some runner's lunges today. So remember, you can do those standing with your hands on the seat of a chair or on your bed. Because I know sometimes our hips do not like doing this on the floor, or doing the runner's lunges and stuff on the floor. So always modify, do what you can. 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in. We're gonna flip it over, hands and knees. Sit back into child's pose. And this is the time where if you wanna come to standing, you absolutely can. And we're gonna add a little wiggle side to side. Let's take our hands, we're gonna walk them over towards the right side. They don't have to go very far. And I want you to keep the hips towards the heels, stretching the left side of your body. So hands go to the right, feel the stretch on the left. Switching sides, take the hands to the left, feel the stretch on the right. And 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands back into the center. We're gonna come up, lift up into a plank, and we're gonna do runner's lunge. So we're gonna lift up into a plank, step the right foot by the right hand, slowly drop the left knee down towards the floor, and we're gonna hold it just to start. And if you wanna do little side-to-side wiggles, you can. If you're really struggling with this one, have your hands elevated. So have them on the seat of a chair. Your back leg can be a little bit more forward if it needs to be. Let's lift up into a plank, switch it over to the other side, left foot by the left hand. Also make sure, and you might have to adjust your body, make sure that we're not here on our toe with our heel lifted. We want to try to get that foot forward. And again, you might be back here and elevated. As long as you feel a stretch, that's what we're going for. Again, you can add that little wiggle, that little bit of side to side. So our body moves in 3 planes, all directions. So even when we stretch, we want to try to go multiple directions. All right, let's lift up, step it back. We're going to go into a down dog. And if you're uncomfortable being on the floor, please come to standing. So we're stretching our hamstrings, knees are straight. I'm keeping my heels up. Now I'm going to soften my knees, which takes pressure off of my hamstrings, and I'm going to start to press my heels down. If you feel the blood rushing to your head, feel free to take a break. Come back to plank. We're gonna walk ourselves back up to standing. No judgments how you get here. If you need to kind of roll up, if you need to stop halfway up so the blood goes where it's supposed to, feel free. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Take your time. Let's bring that right arm up. We're gonna give ourselves a nice good pat on the back. You can add a little bit of support here, or you can do it here if you're a little more flexible. Good, bring it in, switch it up to the other side. Nice good pat on the back. Again, a little bit of support. Let's bring it down. And again, shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Good, bring it up, look to one side, look to the other. 2, 1. Bring it in the center. Nice deep breath in. Spread the fingers, spread the toes. Exhale. One more time. Big breath in and out. And you are all done.